Why are so many women saying I don't need a man, but then complaining about the lack of respectable men?
Man, guys, the It's Complicated channel is actually amazing. So, exactly right. So women, because women are the selectors of the human race, that they don't select for men that provide stable families and then complain that there's no good men out there is absolutely ridiculous. The irony is that women are contributing to their own demise, right? By selecting the absolute apex men and never marrying and never having a stable father in the home, they're creating the very problem and perpetuating it, right? That basically what's happening is it's like capitalism, but for bedroom fun. You have a very tiny fraction of the population who's at the very top and is multi-billionaires in terms of bedroom fun. And then you have a bottom population of people that are basically poor in terms of bedroom fun, right? And who the women are selecting perpetuates the problem, right? Ironically, this problem will correct itself through natural selection, right? Because these women create weak men because they don't know how to raise men, because you need men to raise men. And so those weak men get outcompeted by strong men that come from good families, right? So basically what's going to happen is immigrants from other cultures are going to come. They're going to have children in stable families. Those men will grow up to be strong and will outcompete the weak ones that follow this system. And by natural selection, the new population is going to change the culture to be more like theirs, where they have successful children and offspring. That's my prediction. I believe that the problem will actually correct through natural selection. Hello and welcome to the Helios blog. My name is Helios, here for another reaction video. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe, hitting all for notifications. If you'd like me to comment on a video compilation, send the link to the Helios blog at gmail.com. Alright, let's continue.
Because a lot of these men are not respectable. They don't demand they respect. A lot of this day and age, a lot of the men out there are beta males because they wanna please the woman. They wanna do everything and put her on a pedestal. And they
Right. So, okay. Here is the thing, men. If you do everything to please a woman, I said this in the previous video too. If you do everything to please a woman, that is the fastest way to end your relationship. You need to remain strong and the center point of your own life. That is the only way to retain a marriage and a long-term relationship. That is the only way. If you change and make your life about the woman, you will be miserable. If you don't do everything she wants, she will occasionally be upset, but she will stay. And she will not only stay, but provide you with every single benefit that you could want. Again, you need to maintain yourself as the center point of your own life. And if you are a simp, a guy that just does whatever girls want, and you never have a thought for yourself, and you have no individuality and no personality, you are going to be absolutely and utterly miserable.
They want to do everything for the woman, but women don't want that. At the end of the day, they want you to go after what you want to go after. Do your mission first. You feel me? They want you to keep going. They want you to do whatever you want to do. And
that's right. No woman wants to be your leader. She says that she wants to lead, but when she does, she's miserable. So what does that say? It says that she doesn't want to lead. It says she doesn't want to be your leader. It says she's just saying that because she wants you to say no. It's literally a test. When a girl says, I want to do what I want to do, if you listen to that, the relationship's going to die. She's doing it for the purposes of natural selection. Are you an alpha male? Will you listen to me? No? Great. I'm so happy you didn't listen. She throws you a weak punch because she wants to see that you can beat it. Do you see what I'm saying?
And that's what men don't get. They don't want to do. Men don't want to get out there. They don't want to do what they want to do. You have to do that at the end of the day because that's what's going to bring you the most success and the most women at the end of the day.
Indeed. So Only the men that are the center point of their own life, that are the absolute monarch of their own life, that make all of their decisions for the purpose of their state, only those men are top men. Those men get the best friendships, the best relationships, the best money outcomes, the best children outcomes. Literally, when you are the absolute monarch of your own life, when you treat yourself as the king, when you act as the king in every situation, then you are successful. And in no other state.
Because the successful man at the end of the day is going to have the most options as far as the women.
Do you ever hear this expression? If you chase women, you'll eventually run out of money. If you chase money, you'll never run out of women.
That's absolutely true. Indeed. So you cannot spend any more time than is required to learn women's nature on women. You must spend the majority of your time working on yourself. And when I say working on yourself, I mean developing your career, developing your hobbies, developing your body, increasing your money, maybe having a side business, all of that sort of stuff. That is what you should be spending your time on, not on women. Women should be the cherry on top of your life. They should not be the cake. You are the cake. So that is the only way to actually end up happy. Men are happy when they're chasing their hopes and dreams. Women are happy when they're chasing men. Do you see what I'm saying? So you as a man can't make a goal of your life chasing women. Now, what you should do is learn the truth about women's nature so that you understand what the correct moves are to make. But once you know that, then from that point of knowledge, you should focus on yourself.
Exactly. That's fucking facts.
Why are most early schooling teachers women while male teachers typically handle the older students?
Most men are probably fucking pedophiles and they want to sleep with the person who's going to be their person. And then most women can tolerate a younger child.
Okay,
I think that's actually wrong, and no. It's, man, the reason why men are, they teach older students is because men are smarter, right? In general, this is obviously on a, on average, right? So men are more interested in the imparting of knowledge, right? And that is more easily done on older students. Women are better at raising children. So when the children are young, the women are raising them. When the children are older, the men are raising them, right? Or at least that's kind of how it pans out. It's not about pedophilia. Like, no, it's not because men are attracted to children. Because if men were attracted to children, then the men would teach the youngest possible children, right? But they don't do that. So the guy's point is disproven. This guy is an idiot.
Most early schooling teachers are women. Every man is a mother. Women have had a strong influence over boys for centuries. If men are to blame for oppressing women, what does that say about the women who raised those men?
Ooh, wow.
So here's the thing. Before, right, when we were traditional, let's say 2,000 years ago, although that 2,000 years ago would have been the fall of the Roman Empire, but let's go to a strong empire back then. Anyway, here's the deal. Men were strong because they were forced to be strong, okay? Most men, they had either no money, and so they had to be farmers, right? And to be a farmer requires a ton of hard labor, and you have to be a hard man to be a farmer. Or they didn't want to be a farmer because it's annoying, and lots of hard work. So they went and did the other thing, which is also extremely hard work, which is being a soldier, right? And when you're a soldier, I mean, you literally have to fight other men. You have to walk thousands of kilometers. You have to, sleep in terrible conditions. This creates hard, strong men, right? And the only men that would be pampered like men are today and weak would be like, sons of nobles, right? But even those sons of nobles, very often those nobles were, either generals, so they had earned their position, or, that sort of thing. And in such a society, right, and then with different laws, right, there was no such thing as alimony, child support. There was no such thing as no-fault divorce and all that kind of stuff. And so the men were the heads of the household, right? So strong men as the head of the household, and the women just had to deal with it, right? And so the women, growing up in such a condition, they knew they couldn't just take advantage of men like they did today, because I mean, the guy could just leave, or other bad things could happen to her. And so the women stayed in line, right? And as a result of this, basically every man, or not every, but let's say 80% of men got married, had children, and the society continued. Now, of course, there was, cheating, infidelity, men raising children that weren't their own and they didn't know. But compared to today, where only 5% of men are reproducing, back then it was like 40%, right? So there you go. In our modern society, it's not like that at all, right? In our modern society, basically women are choosing the absolute apex men, but those men won't commit, and many women have kids with these apex men, and so then they raise that kid's offspring, but without a father figure. That offspring, even though it comes from good stock, is not raised well, and so is raised to be weak. And then that weakness goes into the next generation and makes the kid uncompetitive, and by extension, the woman's genes uncompetitive, and ruins her in the long term. That's what's happening nowadays.
Wow. Wow. Maybe their fathers are fucking terrible? I have no idea.
This guy has no idea.
I got nothing on that one.
He's clueless.
Do women feel entitled to a relationship if they give a man sex?
Yes, they do.
Indeed. That is exactly how it goes. So the reason why these women are sleeping with the apex men, is because it's not because they want to give the guy bedroom fun. It's because they want to marry that guy. They want that guy to stay with them and provide them with all the resources, and they want to raise his children. But these men, because they have so many options, they won't commit, and so the woman is either left as a single mother or wasting her time. And that's why you get the Tinder profiles that say, don't waste my time. It's why you get so many single mothers that want other men, weaker men, to save her, etc. So, and the reason is, and the reason why women feel entitled to a relationship after sleeping with a man is because that is their biological imperative. Like, a woman wants to feel safe and protected and provided for, and she can do that in a stable long-term relationship. Now, the irony, right, is that women are not taught to prioritize that. So all women know that they must eventually end up there. But right now, what women are doing is they're waiting 12 years before starting, when they know that they should actually, that is the end goal, right, is marriage. But because they feel that they have infinite time, they don't actually go for the thing that they actually need. They are willing to settle for just attempting to lock down the top apex man.
Why?
Because they feel like once they open their inner self up to a man, they feel like you got to give them 110% by any means, because they feel like their personal spots is very lucrative, and at the end of the day, they want you to love them for them. Once they give you that, that's like their hidden treasure. It's like once you find that gold, you don't need the leprechaun no more.
Are women doing men a favor by giving them sex?
Yes and no.
So, indeed. So, okay, here is how relationships used to work, okay? Relationships used to be an exchange. So man before could not get bedroom fun without a relationship. So the exchange is men get access to bedroom fun, women get access to resources. That's the old deal. That's what kept, the family unit stable and together, and kept society together. Basically enforced monogamy stems from this concept of the exchange of access to bedroom fun versus the transmission of resources, right? But nowadays, that's not what's happening. Nowadays, it's time delayed. So the women, they give the bedroom fun to one man, the man with the absolute best genes. And then later on, they get the resources of another man, either through the government or through a second male coming in and saving her from bad decisions. And that's basically the state of the modern world. That's why we're where we are today.
reason I say yes and no is because I wouldn't look at it as a favor, because at the end of the day, both parties are pleasure.
Exactly, and this is why it's ridiculous, right? For women to say that they're giving you some sort of benefit by sleeping with you, because actually, when you are sleeping with a girl, you as a man are doing most of the work. So you are giving her more pleasure than she's giving you. So actually, even during bedroom fun, she's getting more than you are. So it's pretty funny that women would say that they're doing you a favor when you're actually doing them a favor by being with them for bedroom fun. Anyway.
You know what I mean?
True, of course. If a woman is rewarding a man with sex, why is there pressure on him to please and satisfy her?
You got me stuck right there. That's complicated.
Men don't care.
Right. So why is the man required to please the woman if she's doing him a favor? Well, this is actually more complicated. The reason is because a man generally cannot impregnate a girl on the first time, right? It can happen, but usually it doesn't. Usually, in order for a man to impregnate a woman, he has to sleep with her multiple times. And so if she's not pleased the first time, she's not going to want to do it the second time. But in order for the man to actually have a child with the woman, he has to do it with her multiple times. And that's why it's important for the man to please the woman. So she sticks around. The irony being that if she doesn't stick around, she actually loses, not him. And that's the thing. That's the thing in the modern world. Men believe that they're losing when their girl leaves them, not realizing that it's actually the girl that's losing. And the reason why the girl is losing is because men have much more time to find a partner than women. And so because men have much more time to find a partner than women, every year that the girl spends with the guy is actually more valuable for her than it is for him. And so no matter when the relationship ends, the man has still come out on top because the girl has used more valuable time than the man has. Men have until the age of 70 to have children. Women have until the age of like 36. Afterwards, it's very dangerous, risky, unless they've already had children prior. So what I'm saying is that women never actually win at the end of relationships. And that's why women should stay with the initial partner that they had.
If they satisfy women.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's not true. She's telling on herself. This girl is telling on herself. She's saying that the men that she's slept with don't care about satisfying her. But what's the implication? The implication is that she's gotten with men that are so much more valuable than her, that have so many options, they don't even care about pleasing a girl. They just hit it once and quit, right? But if they're that type of man, again, in order to get a girl pregnant, you have to sleep with her multiple times. So this guy, through his strategy, is as little investment as possible, but also he's not that likely to get every girl that he sleeps with pregnant. Okay, anyway.
So related to that, they say that 70% of women are not satisfied from intercourse.
Yeah, that's facts.
Right? Okay. Why would a woman rather fake an orgasm than teach her partner how to give her a real one?
Because men have big egos, and when you fuck it up, they get all hurt.
That's true of the men that she's with, but they're actually, these two are talking about different men. The interviewer is talking about beta men. The girl is talking about alpha men. So if you as the girl tell an alpha male, a super attractive man, that he's not doing a good enough job, he will get upset, he will leave, he'll never talk to you again. But if when a girl's with a beta male, she could very easily teach him what she likes and he'll learn it and be better at pleasing her. But she doesn't want to because she doesn't enjoy the sex with a beta male anyway, right? So women are repulsed by men like that, so why would they ever put in the effort to teach them? Okay, let's go on to our Reddit post here. Oh, perfect. This one looks promising. My boyfriend acts like a baby when he's affectionate and it can annoy me. So me, 21 female, and my BF, 21 male, have been dating for about 4.5 months now. Oh, already there's problems after 4.5 months? This is a breakup. And I've never met anyone like him. It's the best relationship I've ever been in, but I know it's not perfect. Uh-oh! So the implication here is that she's been with alpha males before, you know, with like Chad, but now she's with like a loser and she's not happy. He's really great with kids and has 2 jobs where he works with them, and all the kids love him because he'll play along most of the time. Lately, he started coming over to my place, very affectionate, but it's usually in a high-pitched voice with noises and silly names. Men, women do not like it when you act like a baby, when you act like a child. They're repulsed by this behavior. Case in point. Sometimes he'll even start singing nursery rhymes to me in bed. It started becoming a regular thing and I'm getting annoyed. It feels immature and uncomfortable for me and I don't know how to react because I don't want to act like a mom or a baby with him. He's a big man with a sensitive heart and I think it would hurt him a lot if I rejected this type of affection. What do I do? She's going to break up. But anyway, men, please, you need to be a man around women. You cannot be doing this baby garbage. Women don't like it. Women don't like feminine men. They don't like weak men. It's just you know, it's really funny because women say that they want a man who's in touch with his feminine side and who's emotional and all that stuff. But when a man does it, then they're repulsed, right? So, I mean, that tells you everything you need to know. Okay, top comment. Hey, I love that you're so attached to the kids that you work with, but I really don't want associations to little kids when I'm doing adult things with you. So could you do me a favor and try to leave the nursery rhymes and baby talk with the kids? That's all you need to say. You might be embarrassed, so be prepared to feel the situation. Hopefully you can both have a good laugh. No, that will not work. This is just talking down. So the person who's giving the advice is disrespectful. This will come off extremely disrespectful. Just be honest with him and don't argue. Just have him know you don't like that and he should change how he is around you. Again, you see? So, here's the irony. If he changes himself for her, she'll be even less attracted. So, the irony is that the way that this guy could maintain the relationship is by continuing the behavior and just continuing to annoy her. But, anyway, yeah. There is no recourse here. Man, you can't act like a little kid around your girl. She's going to leave you. All right. I think we're going to end the episode here. If you like or dislike, agree or disagree with the things that I'm saying in my videos, please leave a comment. That's what the comment section is for. If you're liking the video, new to the channel, please, on your way out, leave a sub, hit all for notifications. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching my channel. Please remember to do all of the following. Like the video for the algorithm. Comment on the video. I respond to all comments and I'll give you a heart. Subscribe and hit the bell so you can see my content on your feed. Check out all of my content on other platforms. It spreads the reach of the channel. YouTube, bit.ly/Helios YouTube. Rumble, bit.ly/Helios Rumble. My blog is realheliosblog.com. My podcast, bit.ly/Helios Podcast. My Patreon, patreon.com/theheliosblog. You can also support the show at bit.ly/Helios donations and buy my books at bit.ly/Helios books. Thank you so much for all of your support.